All right, guys, we're back. Keeley, I'm just going to say it right now. Keeley's been sick, all right? Yesterday, she watched 23 episodes of Real Housewives.
23.
Are you proud of yourself, Keeley?
Yeah, it was one of the best days of my life. I was in and out of it.
How do you even do that?
Awake, not awake. You just get up at 7 a.m, put it on, don't move from the
Why
lounge.
would you get up at 7 a.m?
Because I was up. I was just up.
That is insane.
She's still okay. She's sick. She still has 2 coffees though. Hasn't drank a lick of water.
We rang her yesterday afternoon.
That
We're
is
like,
not true.
have you ate, Keeley? And she goes, oh, I've only had 2 coffees today.
We're like, what do you need? We're like, what do you need to be up for?
Cooper went and got food for me. Nice boy.
Wouldn't miss a meal.
Yeah. But you know
that
what?
appetite.
No, I did. The night of the game, I could hardly eat.
Oh,
I still ate, but I had
Still ate.
I had no taste buds, and I was genuinely.
but it was
so
hard to get it
upset.
down, wasn't it?
I was like, I can't believe
I'm wasting
I
these
cannot
calories.
taste food right now. I know. So I said, should actually eat something really, really healthy. But I could not taste anything. It's the weirdest feeling. Have you guys ever had that?
Yeah, we've all been sick at times.
But I've never lost my taste buds. I couldn't taste a single thing.
Yeah, we've all had that. I feel like everyone's
Really?
had that in their
That
lives.
was like a COVID symptom.
yeah.
Yeah. No,
And
it's
all-
not. I did my COVID test, but it is a COVID symptom. Sorry.
Anyway, speaking of the game on the weekend, we had our first 11 a.m. kickoff. What do we reckon? For those who don't know, times are just kind of all throughout, but everyone either plays at 11, 1:45, 12. It really depends on broadcasting and the day that you play. Sometimes you play at 8 o'clock at night.
Look, it was nice post-game, you know, footy's out of the way and we played Saturday. We got to have the weekend, but, you know, that early
Is it
wake
early?
up kind of stuff.
Yeah, my alarm was 6 a.m.
Okay,
What
mine
about
was
yours?
7.
Mine was
7?
7.
I had to go fill up my car. That's why.
Why wouldn't you do that the day before? That is so stressful for game
What
day.
did you do?
We've got an 11 a.m. game. We're in the middle of Central Coast and she has to go fill up her car with petrol before the game.
Why would you do that?
Tell you what else she did. Ordered 10 on Uber Eats at 10 o'clock at night.
10 o'clock. Anyways,
The night before the game.
I've been sick. Be nice to me today. Anyway.
Oh,
No, I liked
my
it.
God.
I liked morning
Worst
games.
sick person ever.
I am.
Sook.
6 a.m. up, get it done.
Yeah, it was actually pretty warm at the game.
It was really
we
warm.
were blowing.
Beautiful.
We played the Tigers, and I tell you what, it was 20-4, but we scored a couple of late tries. It was a close game. Could have went either way.
Yeah.
I know Tigers haven't had a win in a while, but tell you what, their win is coming because they have got a very good team, resilient team. One that was a standout for me was Bucky. Their halfback, God, she does really well, and I feel like she's come a long way in the last couple of seasons.
Yes.
for sure.
Well, she's still so young, so
yeah,
she's going to keep improving.
and she's so stylish.
She is.
Love her.
Yes.
But yeah, probably prefer not to play at 11 a.m. again.
We probably do though.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Anyway,
Okay, great. The early wake up really rocked me. I just couldn't get to sleep, but yeah.
yeah. Anyway, they're not desirable. We did see some girls at Captain's Run, and we asked them if they were going to come and watch our game on the Central Coast, and they said, I swear to God, they would have been 12 years old, and they go, no, we can't come to your game. We kick off at 11:30. So even the 12-year-olds were kicking off later than us. But that's all right, you know. It is what it is.
We play when the under sixes play. So.
We play with the under sixes play. There were some other games. We're going to do a little preview, and then we'll get into some general chit chat. But
It was a big round.
it was a big round, a lot of upsets. If you had any multis on, they probably didn't come off because there were a few upsets.
Yeah.
Sharks and Raiders. I'm actually surprised this wasn't a closer game.
It was
it was like 14-0 for the first half.
But
they just came back
really
the
hard.
Sharks, yeah.
Raiders
14-0 to
needed-
Raiders.
Yeah, at halftime, and then Raiders just fell off a cliff. And
I think Sharks did
found
really
their-
well.
Yeah,
Really
no, they
well.
did. But I think going into the sheds 14-0 up, you feel pretty good. And then disappointing for them. And that's also without Emma Tonegado. She didn't play.
Yes.
on
And
the
Jada
weekend.
Taylor.
And Jada Taylor.
Yeah.
So they're probably the only team that have gone 3-0.
Yeah,
for
they
the
are.
season.
They've got really good depth in their spine, don't they?
Yeah.
To be able to lose 2 of their spine and then put 2 people straight in.
Absolutely.
And they still win against Raiders, who are a really strong team.
Georgia Hannaway, who we've spoken about, she's been doing well and playing in at halfback. 6, and they've got Preston there as well. So
Yeah.
They have got some great depth. Tiana Penatani in at fullback.
Yeah, I think Cassie went back there a bit too.
Yep.
Bit of
No,
both.
did a bit of swapping. Cows v Eels.
Yes.
Someone else want to chat at
Cows
all?
v Eels.
Sorry, I actually didn't get a lot of time to watch the girls' game. I had a very busy weekend.
What
did you do?
Yeah, what did you do,
did you do
Keeley?
all
She was
weekend?
watching too much Housewives.
No, I watched both the games.
All right, well,
Spoken.
maybe you can give us a little update.
Cows, Eels. It was pretty, like, the Cows did really well. They stuck in there, but Eels just had a bit too much, X Factor. They
Elsie
just-
Albert
Oh, my gosh. That
ran for
girl.
over 200 metres.
She made the first 50 straight.
Good
Wait, did you
on
guys
her.
see
Her kick?
what
Para
Para Eels
posted?
posted and
Yeah.
then Kennedy put it on it?
Yeah.
That is the best
Pissing
ever.
myself. That was
was
so
actually
funny.
funny.
That
She
was
is
hilarious.
actually hilarious. It was like a drop punt. It was 2 hands on the ball across the
It
field.
was fifth and she ended up with it.
Look,
Good
it's-
on her. That's what, you know what?
Don't
What are you
you-
going to do? Die with it?
Don't get any ideas.
I'm
No.
not. I'm saying if you accidentally pass me the ball on fifth,
I was
I'm
about
saying,
to say,
what am I
I'm
supposed to do?
striving to do that.
Am I going down on the ground?
Nah, find somebody else. Just dish. Dish.
well.
Nah, that was hilarious. I bloody love Elsie. And
I
she's
know.
like, I had
She's like, my
kicking
kicking license been revoked.
from at training, but I think I've got her back now.
She's so sweet.
She's the funniest. But yeah, she had a massive game. Her
Did she run over
fitness,
200 metres?
215 metres, played the first
Crazy.
50.
So
Amazing.
And just every run, I think she had 100 plus post contacts.
Wow.
She had like 4
We've
people.
had 3 people. Yeah, 4
literally
people
on
holding
her.
off her.
Yeah, she's crazy, that girl. Love her. Shout out,
She
Els.
was a standout in that game for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Standout in the next game, Dragons, Knights.
Wow, yeah.
Tyler King.
King,
Sorry, I was about to
yes.
say Nathan Wong. Her
Yeah.
maiden name. So good to see her back. She did an interview. I was working at the game afterwards, and she did an interview with Freddie, and she was like, "Gold medal, win it, son, win it." McDonald Jones, it's all the same. It's so good. I know how hard these girls have been working, and like, holy shit. I was like, you're comparing a win at McDonald Jones with a gold medal in Paris at the Olympics. For those who don't know, Tyler King plays for the New Zealand Sevens. Last week, literally this time last week, she won a gold medal over at the Olympics for rugby sevens, and now she came off the bench and played.
I think they were 10-0 down, and then
They
she got
were.
on. And then
That's
their
awesome.
attack
Did
just
she come
lifted.
on for an actual sub or injury?
She
No,
came,
she
on
came
for
on-
Zali Hopkins,
and then
at
Zali
half.
went to hooker. and-
Yeah.
But yeah, their attack looked so good.
So good. Yeah, it was.
In there.
And we'll have to keep an eye out because we've got them this
yes, we
weekend.
do. At Wynn Stadium.
Just shut her down. Try our best anyway.
Yes.
But
yes. That
big
was
upset,
a massive
big
upset.
So
Yeah.
Dragons beating the Knights. That was the first time the Knights have lost at McDonald Jones in 10 rounds, but also like the last 10 games, but also the only other game the Knights have lost was round 3 last year. So
It's been a
round
while.
3 this year as well. So a
Yes.
little common trend there.
Yep, and I think the last time they lost at McDonald Jones would have been Dragons as well. Sorry.
I don't know. You've got to back it up with some
Don't have that
stats. I
stat.
don't know what you're talking.
2022 year.
I think they lost a couple of games that year.
Yeah.
So
I'm just saying. Anyway.
Last game they played before this, but Bronx Titans. What an upset!
I would say that is another massive one for the
massive
weekend.
upset.
It was a crazy weekend, actually.
Not so much an upset, but just the scoreline. It was 44-4, was it, or
Yeah.
6? Like
44-4, yeah. And the way they played, I think that's the thing.
Wowee.
As soon as like instant impact from obviously Gail coming back
yeah,
in.
Gail Broughton coming back
And
into
just
the
that
halves.
edge. It
Yeah.
was like
They had Shanae
So
Shazolska
strong.
back. They had Stacey
Walker
Walker
on
from the
debut.
Sevens playing wing. Mele Hufanga with an absolute standout game.
Yeah,
4 tries.
easy.
Like everyone was getting tries. Romy
Yes.
Tartsell got a try. Go Rom Dog.
and her kicking was so good.
She's got a good kick on her.
She does have a great kick on her.
Yeah.
But you know who's like unsung always?
Who?
Doozy.
Yeah.
She starts and I just felt like she gave him so much
Well, 2 of their
experience.
tries came off.
Offload.
Her offload. I know
Like,
she was
late.
offloading. She was, if you're playing doozy, you know you need to offload the ball. You literally need a monkey around that ball. You know what she's going to do. And they had one everywhere else but the ball.
But it's so hard, like it's so
I
hard
know,
to stop
she's
it.
so good at it.
But I thought her experience, because obviously they had a lot of their 2 starting front rowers.
Their 2
had
starting
been-
front rowers are out at the moment. And for the Broncos to do that, massive. Yeah.
And for Doozy to come in, I just thought her experience in the game was very, very needed, and she just did a great job.
Rose to the occasion.
Rose to the occasion.
Yeah, it was so good to see.
Shout out Doozy.
Shout out Doozies. So, yeah, we've got, we'll chat just a little bit more footy. Our Westpac Red Zone Player of the Round. Mine is Millie Elliot with 4 tries. So good. She's back to her try scoring best. And what about, in particular, that try from a yardage carry, probably on the 30-metre line.
The foot. Boom.
And she just powered through. She had some work to do.
Killed us last year. I remember playing Bronx
So do
last
I.
year, round 1, and she burnt us so many times running that same line. And she just
Straight back
managed
in
to-
behind the markers.
She's so good at it.
Yeah.
It's just a acceleration, leg speed, crazy.
Yep. My Westpac Red Zone, I think it's just outside the Red Zone, but I'm still going to call it Elsie Abbott's kick.
Yeah.
That girl. Love her. The drop punt.
I did love that. You?
I know I shouldn't double up, but Millie, she did.
Yeah,
such
that's
a
all
great
right.
job.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
She scored 2 doubles, so we can both have it. It's all right.
Exactly.
Anyone else scored 4 tries in a game?
Yes.
What, in under 6s?
No.
All right, get the
When
stat up.
this- Come on.
2 other NRLW girls.
I'm talking about yourself.
Oh. No.
4 scoots from Dummy Hut.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's our review done.
review
Moving
done.
on to the preview. We'll just touch on this quickly so we don't want to bore you too much with footy. So, game number 1. Are we number 1? Are we the first one off the rank?
No, we play on Sunday.
Sorry.
All right.
Oh my
like-
gosh.
All right, Brisbane versus Raiders. What do we think with this game, ladies?
I think Brisbane will have a lot of confidence from last week and they will be too strong. They've got a couple of really key players back as they did on the weekend, and I think they're just starting to hit their groove now, and they know that they've lost the first 2 games. Like, we've only got 9 round games.
Yeah.
Like, you can't actually afford to really lose too many games, especially when other clubs have, are up there and haven't lost many. So
I'm gonna say Brizzy too,
Brizzy?
because they're playing at home. They're on the
It was
up.
another home game.
I think so. Did we want me to say that? Yeah.
Oh.
They're on the up, but I think it's going to be really close. I think Z's going to come into clutch a few times too from Raiders.
I'm excited about this game. I'm really
same.
excited. I think it's going to be a very good matchup. I'm keen to see Raiders middles against
Yes.
Brizzy. That's probably what I'm looking forward to.
Are the
most.
middles out for Broncos?
Yeah, they're still both out.
Ooh, tough.
Yeah.
the next one, we got Cows and Titans. Look, it's up in Townsville, and I think after a loss like that, like Titans are a very quality side, and I think they'll have a big week at training, have a good hard look at what went wrong and what they can do better. But I do think the Titans will get the win there.
Yeah, I think Titans too. Off the back of a loss, it's always hard.
Yeah. I think it'll be a close game. I'm not going to call a winner on this one. I just
Okay,
think,
Switzerland.
yeah. Well, I just think, I didn't know we were actually doing tips. I was just saying my thoughts about the game. I think it'll be really
what are we going to
close.
say? I think it's going to be a good game by both teams.
No, okay.
What are we doing?
Okay, I just think it's going to be really tight.
You don't
Okay,
want to
all
say
right.
who's going to win out of Dragons Roosters. That's why, isn't it? You don't want to put your
I
tips in.
No. All I'm saying is I think it's going to be very tight. Okay, I'll say Titans by a try.
Titans.
Titans by a try.
Oh,
Thanks.
now we're putting in the margin.
Thanks for your contribution.
All right, next game. My game of the round.
Dragons Roosters. So,
Sharks.
well, it is the next game though. I'm
Sorry.
reading off the draw.
I'm reading off what Keeley
Yeah.
said.
Oh, sorry. Dragons Roosters is the next one. 11 a.m. Sorry, 12 o'clock Sunday. We're on.
In my hometown, ladies.
Your hometown, Woonona, around the corner. Keeley lives in the rich suburb of Wollongong.
Ooh.
Look, it'll be a good game. I think it'll be a tough game. Dragons will be up for it. We've got Semi, some old Dragons players, and everyone wants to beat the Roosters. So be a
That's
good
true.
one.
Well, I just think, they're coming off a good win.
Yeah.
And we're coming off a win, so it'll be a good clash. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I think hopefully the stadium will be pretty full too. The men are playing after.
It's a doubleheader.
Doubleheader, and the men are contending for finals. So I think they'll get a good show out.
Yeah, will be good.
Oh, fun.
Sharks Knights.
Okay,
Whoa,
I think
that's game of the
genuinely
round.
might be the
That's
game of the
actually
round. Yes.
Sure.
I'm excited for this one. Obviously, Knights off their first loss in a very long time.
Are they playing Sharks home?
Yep. Sharks home. Points bet.
And Sharks have undefeated this year.
Yeah, I know. It will be a good one. 3-0.
What time is that again?
1:45 on
Ooh,
Sunday.
Yes.
It'll be good.
Straight after us.
Straight after.
And to finish up, 6:10 on the Sunday night, we've got the West Tigers versus the Eels.
Ooh, I think that will be a really
I think it'll be a
tight
good
match.
game. You know what? I'm backing the Tigers in this one.
First
Eels
win.
have had some good games, like they've had some good wins, but I just think Tigers are like, you know, it's do or die for them pretty much.
Yep.
They've lost the first 3, so
Ooh,
need
how's
to win
Kez
that.
though? Is Kez out?
I don't
Because
know.
I think that'll make a massive difference. She didn't look good after our game. I think
you know, I still think a lot of their team went very well.
No,
you know, regardless of
I
it.
agree. But I'm going to say if Kez is in, Tigers. If Kez is out, Eels.
Oh Jesus! I just said I don't think one person makes that much of a difference.
But I'm saying Kez makes a massive difference.
yeah, I think she does too. But anyway, Kernick?
Am I going to be the tiebreaker?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's going to be genuinely such a tight game. I really want Tigers to have their first win. I think they played so good against us, but it was just the last couple of minutes they couldn't hold in for. So hopefully they can, you know, just hang in there. Literally all it was 10 minutes. So.
Yeah. All right, moving on from footy chat. We're done with the footy chat. We are on to our next seg. We've got the beautiful, the weird, and the wonderful. I added the beautiful. Brought to you by Westpac. We've got a few things. We'll start. I think you girls had some things, then I'll have something, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. My favourite segment, the weird and wonderful. Starting with the weird. Kernick, we don't give you much crap ever, but I've got something down here, and I haven't told Millie about this, but
You haven't. I'm excited.
it's something that is ridiculous that you do.
What?
It is actually ridiculous, and it's probably your only flaw.
What is it?
Okay, your inability to do anything admin for yourself is ridiculous.
I saw her in her diary last night writing things down.
I don't
Yeah.
think you see how planned out my diary
You're
is.
planned out with your diary. I'm talking about a bank card specifically. I reckon that took a week of people telling you how to do it to get it done. It was the most drawn out.
Look, I'm actually going to back you up.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I thought she did a good job. And
Okay,
she's been
can I
doing
call
well.
for backup here?
She literally picked up 2 of your shifts as well at work. So
Okay, I didn't want to get other people sick. Can I call for backup? Because I have somebody who agrees with me heavily
I
on
bet
this.
you it's friggin' Taryn, isn't
Yep.
it?
Yep.
Life
I won't.
skills?
I won't,
Yeah.
but I can if you want.
Okay,
all right. No,
look,
you're
I
allowed to
do
air it.
feel like my inability to do a few things. Yes, I would just rather ask for help.
Yeah, you just call Dell and you're like, Mom.
I do call mum. And then sometimes she just not yells, but just talks to me and it's just too much. So I needed you girls to help me out.
we're always there.
And
to
we did.
help. You can ask me next time, not Keeley.
I'm happy to help. I'm just saying, we're talking about my flaws.
Okay, well,
Okay.
I did find my charger in your room that you didn't put back in my room today. Keeley, my phone was flat this morning. Thanks a lot.
I still do think that you
Okay,
have the
I'm
most
not
fault
going to
out
bring
of
up
us.
any dirty laundry anymore because I just see you two side with each other. I don't have anybody in here.
I'll back you if it's a good one, but I genuinely
You don't
saw-
think she's bad with that stuff?
I saw her with her diary last night. She's writing down all
I'm
of
not
her
talking
week.
about that stuff. I'm saying going out and doing things. That bank situation, how long did that take?
Maybe 3 weeks.
Okay,
All right, I couldn't open another bank account and get a new card. I didn't know how to do it.
I think she opened 4 bank accounts. Like,
Keeley opened one for me.
I did. I sat with her. I sat with her. Anyway,
Nice.
Well,
That's what friends are for.
I've sorted them all out. The ones that I don't need are
help.
closed. The one that I needed is open. I've got a new card, but it's gone to the Gold Coast and not to
okay,
Sydney, so-
sorry. No, I'm rebuttaling this. That's what friends are for. How about when I forget to put bloody toilet paper on the roll? That's what friends are for.
No, you've done
No,
that.
that's just a bad habit.
That's just a bad habit from you, and it's happened literally 10 times of living together in 7 weeks.
And that's what friends are for.
I make one life mistake.
mistake.
Okay,
Anyway, we've got another one.
No.
My weird thing is actually yesterday we're driving from Newcastle, me and
This one
Mill,
is coming up. I've been busy
and
tired.
the road rager who beeps everyone on the road got beeped twice.
What for? What is she doing?
I don't know, swerving or merging.
Just being an efficient driver, and some people aren't efficient, so they like to beep. And I'm like,
So what
okay,
she gets
yeah.
mad at, she was that person.
Yeah.
being
And I
inefficient.
said, and you know what? I actually said, I'd take my hat off to you. That's what your horn's for. You beat someone if you're not.
No, you
happy.
didn't. No, you didn't.
I
You
thought
said,
that in my
I'm
head.
tired.
I understand where the rage comes from though, so I wasn't that angry. I was like, oh, play on.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've got one. I don't know if it belongs in the weird or the wonderful, but my Westpac weird and wonderful is Raygun at the Olympics.
Oh, Raygun.
Raygun, look, I love that it's been turned into such a positive message. I do. I love that we're all getting behind it.
Is everybody getting behind it?
No, I feel like everyone's getting behind it. Did you see a being carried off in the Olympics?
Okay, true.
I just think what she produced on an Olympic level wasn't really up to an Olympic standard. Would you agree?
Well,
Switzerland?
no, I'm going to say if she obviously won the Australian
That's where I'm
competition.
wondering, where are all the, who else was she competing against?
Well, that's the thing. I just feel like is breakdancing that big? And I think if people are better than her, they probably have full-time jobs and can't afford to take the time off. Is that really bad to say that? I don't know.
I don't know.
I
have no
honestly-
experience on breakdancing except for a Saturday night, but maybe, yeah, probably definitely no money in it unless you're
Unless you maybe got a
doing
PhD
it
in
for
breakdancing
entertainment or
Yeah.
But I think that's a very hard one.
And you know what I'll say though? I love it. Like I love the spirit she had with it because you know what? Obviously we're not good at it because otherwise like it's not a strong sport for Australia. I just compare it to the Eric the Eel situation. Like we're not going, oh, how shit is he?
No,
like,
that's different because that was a developing country and got an opportunity. We're not a developing country. We've got
Raygun got an
amazing
opportunity.
Sorry?
she got an opportunity and we're not a developing country, but obviously our breakdancing standards are developing.
Opportunity.
I can't believe that was at the Olympics. That's all I can't believe. Like
Okay.
she's now an Olympian.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Eric the Eel's an
Olympian. And
Can we still comparing it to, I'm pretty sure his name was Eddie, wasn't it?
no, Eric.
Oh. Sorry.
So
Who
anyway,
was talking about this the other day? And they said,
We were yesterday at the concussion thing.
yeah.
so you know what? I'm all for it. I think if she's the best Australia's got, that's the only thing. If she's the best Australia's got, go for it,
I know.
girl.
Because
Because
it's so sad that after 54 votes, she didn't draw one. Like she got 0 out of 54.
well, good on her. She
Obviously
doesn't
wasn't
seem to
dancing
be.
to the criteria. Like that's what I'm wondering. How did we get 0?
But is it like 54? Is it like you got to pick her or her?
Each judge gets to pick for each criteria. Like there's all these different things and you have on style, on freeze, on
Yeah,
all of
honestly,
this. And she didn't get one.
Go girl.
The whole time.
Seriously, whatever. I just think. If
Is that
there's
your
somebody
genuine
better,
opinion?
Yeah, my genuine opinion. If somebody can do better, go do it. That's literally what I think. And I think I would prefer Australia to enter somebody than not enter somebody because there's an opportunity. She got the
So
opportunity to go
true.
away. Like as if, I don't know, I would be, if somebody said to me, okay, you've got a year to do this thing and you can go next year and it's for a weird sport, but you get the opportunity to be Olympian, I'm taking it. And I don't care if you think that, oh, that's not Olympic standard. I'd say, well, you go do it then. You know what I mean? What's stopping you doing breakdancing
it's
the
not
next
stopping
one?
me. I'm saying I wouldn't do it if I knew I was like, if I wasn't any good at it.
Well, that's
Yeah, but
just
you
your
have like a-
embarrassment holding you back
So
from
wait, you would go
opportunities.
to
Millie has
the
a fear of
Olympics.
failure.
Yeah, she
So
does.
you would go to the Olympics for something you were not very good at. Is that what you're saying?
100%. If I was the best in Australia, because you know what I'd say? If everybody's making fun of me, I'd say, well, you beat me next time and you go. But you didn't. You didn't, did ya?
Fair call, Keeley.
Look, I can definitely agree with, I can definitely understand where you're coming from. I just think I can't believe we didn't, even get 1 point out of that whole thing. Like,
Well, who cares? Go Raygun. Anyway,
I'm
a
happy
better
for
question.
her.
I'll have
seems
to
it.
agree with Switzerland here.
Okay, a
God.
better question for you might be then, because I think your issue is more with the sport of breakdancing being in the
No,
Olympics.
I actually saw some of the other breakdancers. It was incredible. Like
Pretty cool.
Some of the stuff, like spinning on their head and jumping around. It was awesome.
Yes. Well, this is my other one. My question for you. what sport would you like to see in the Brisbane Olympics?
Brisbane 2032.
Yeah.
Rugby league.
Yeah.
Well, it maybe even nines.
Yeah, you know what? I would
Yeah.
love
Well, they
league because
play-
nines is so close to sevens.
And-
Sure.
They play soccer with all, like, that's a normal thing. Why can't you play rugby league?
Yeah, I'd love rugby league.
Or cricket.
No.
Not personally for myself, but I feel like Australia's we're good at cricket.
Yeah, it's got to be something we're good at.
And it's good international. The thing is with rugby league, it's not a big international sport.
but there's
So like who's
time.
actually going to
Yeah.
come play,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. But I'd like to see rugby league.
What's yours?
Well, I'd like to see rugby league. But you know what? If the World Cups went well, the next one and the one after, it would actually be okay for 2032 as long as they kept,
Do you reckon you'll still be playing in 8 years' time?
not according to Psychic, bloody Christopher St. John. He reckons I've got 2 good years left of me and I'm done. I'm really insecure about it. He's actually put a spanner in my plans.
So anyway, off the top of that, she's booked into a new psychic because she didn't like what the old one said.
I'm done with him. Tomorrow I'm seeing a new lady. Anyway,
Tomorrow already.
Tomorrow night, yeah.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Kernick, what sport do you reckon?
Yeah, I would like to see nines too.
Do you not think nines is maybe too close to sevens though?
No, I think that's why it would be good
Yeah.
off the back of it.
Yeah.
Or netball. I think it's
Oh,
unfair that
netball.
netball's not in
Netball,
there.
okay,
Like they're
that's
in
a
the
good one.
Commonwealth Games. They've got basketball and 3v3 basketball, but they don't have netball. I just find that a little bit weird.
Yeah. Well, another thing. So there's flag football going to be at the next one.
Yes.
I would love to play that. Give it a go.
Flag football.
Flag
That's
football.
coming in for LA. It's only just for the once.
Yeah. I would love to give that a go.
Is that just like Oztag?
Well, you know what?
Like Oztag,
Maybe
but
you could
good.
come over. No one plays it in Australia. You could play it.
Well, there's people that played in Australia.
Do they play it in Australia?
A few people, yep. Because
Who?
it's coming up for the Olympics. There's an Australian team.
Oh.
Anyway.
Maybe you can join it. If you got,
If I got the
if you only got
opportunity-
if you only got 2 years left in rugby league, join.
Well, maybe that's what Christopher St. John's saying. That's what I'm going to be doing. Be focusing my efforts on to being the best flag footballer in the world.
Possibly.
Maybe
All right.
Australia.
I've got one more. Okay, this segment goes on for ages, but I've got one. Okay, so Sari is our physiotherapist, one of our physios at the Roosters, and she's Irish, all right? And we go and see her in her clinic from time to time outside of training so that we can get treatment, etc. Anyway, and I've noticed lately that like every time I go in and the person before me and the person after me, they're Irish as well. And I'm like, sorry, is something going on? Like, not something going on, but like, why are all of your patients Irish? She goes, oh, my patients are Irish. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, all of them? She goes, yeah, all of them. And I'm like, apart from you guys, she goes, 99% of my patients are Irish. She said, I wouldn't have my business if it weren't for the Irish people living in Sydney and living in Australia. They've got this Facebook post.
Oh my God, she was telling me about this.
I love it. Show me.
They've got this Facebook post on, group.
Yep.
It's called Irish Around Sydney. There's got over 100,000 people in the group of people that have lived in Sydney and moving back and forth from Ireland. And all they do is speak about, like, put in like different recommendations. They look out for each other. If they need a hairdresser, if they need a nail tech, if they need a physio, a doctor, they all put in their favourite Irish people.
So good.
She said, it's because of the Irish community that I'm able to have my business and operate in Sydney. She's in Bondi Junction, Sport and Spine, physio, shout out. She doesn't even need the help. She's got that many Irish in and out. So I just thought, how cool is that? Community getting behind each other. And they recommend it to each other.
I love it. I love community pages, especially on Facebook. I'm on a couple.
You know what? I thought you were actually going to reply and say, I'm going to join that team because I'm actually half Irish.
Yeah. No,
You are though. You did your ancestry.
Yeah, I am very Irish. But anyway, no, that's awesome. I love community pages though. They're honestly the best. You know what? The other day I saw 3 dogs got out and they were sitting at the beach.
This was like last year. This was last year, FYI. I'm pretty sure we've spoken about it on the pod. And if you're Bianca and you're a true listener, you probably know about this.
Yeah. Anyway, I just think so much useful information on there. Recommendations are a biggie.
So what about the dogs?
Oh,
They were all sitting on the beach for like 48 hours. Like they didn't
Okay, it
move.
was 2 hours.
No, it wasn't. It was literally 2 days and they had to get the RSPCA.
Oh, because of the
It was really
community
sad, yeah.
page.
Yeah.
Anyway, people left them there. Anyway, moving on. My last little segment. All right. Oh, I love this one. This is the wonderful, because the most wonderful time of the year, Christmas. I want to ask you guys your 2008 Christmas wish list.
Okay, I'm going to go first because you guys will probably steal all mine.
Oh gosh.
No, I don't think mine will be the same.
Okay, probably.
What we've done is I've actually forgotten what I asked for Christmas. I knew a couple of things and I messaged my mum and asked, hey mum, what did I used to ask for Christmas from like, you know, mid 2000s to 2010. So I've got some. You go first, Kernick.
Okay, 2008, I'm not too sure. Like, my
Specifically.
childhood is a blur, but I always had, like, this is what I actually got for Christmas, but you know, like the little, you draw on them and
Oh, the
sketch-
magic thing?
Yeah.
this thing. I have photos
Yeah,
because I don't know
nice.
what they're called, but what I really wanted and I never really got was Pixel Chicks.
Stop it.
Do you
That's on
remember
my
that?
wish list.
Pixel
Stop.
Chicks?
On my wish list.
I love that. And then I think I got one from a friend, had given one to me, and then I had forgotten about it. And she, like, you know, when they go hungry and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Is
Been
that like a
hungry.
Tamagotchi?
It's like
Yeah,
kind
but
of,
it's
but
like
they're
a
attached to a house. It was
Oh.
the best ever.
But I never had the attachments because, yeah. Anyway, and then another thing that I really wanted, when I used to go, I went to Hawaii this one time, and they had like little boutiques and like toys and stores things. And I really wanted a dog, and mum would never let me get a dog, but I wanted one of those like toy machines that
they go.
the little that barked, and never ever got one. Used to ask for it all the time.
I remember
Never got
asking
it.
for those too. They were so good, the little pink ones.
Yeah.
Oh, I think our wish lists were very similar. Okay, so I did remember a few things, but I asked for my mum's help as well. She said, okay, you did love all your Bratz dolls and you also loved Cabbage Patch dolls. And you wanted... Sorry. Yuck.
Come on.
Get
A
it
foot
out.
spa.
Oh my god.
Oh, gosh. Anyway, and
Cabbage
then...
Patch Dolls and foot spas.
Who are you?
Oh, God, I'm going to choke on phlegm over here. That's disgusting. Okay, the other things I wanted, Heelys.
Yep.
Obsessed with those.
Thinking of you with the little skate shoe and your little wheel, like flicking up on your heels.
Okay, but could you actually ride the Heelys? My brother could always do it.
Yeah.
I could never.
Oh,
And
really?
No, I was so
Oh,
uncoordinated.
Keely's like, oh, really?
That's
I
sad.
could.
That's sad.
I was so jealous of my brother.
Just a little...
No, couldn't do
Nothing
anything.
at all.
I was so scared I was going to fall back as a kid.
Yeah, I got them. I remember getting those, and they got shortly banned from our school after, so I couldn't even wear them anymore. Not at school
Just on the
anyway.
weekends.
Just on the
Just
weekends.
on the weekends. And then my last thing, Sky Runners. You may not know what they were. I'll show you a picture.
They
I asked my family friend for them, which is ridiculous
Sky
now I
Runners.
look back. They are stilts that are,
Oh my God.
I'll show you, Sky Runners. Literally,
All right. Well, while you're looking for them, I think I'll go because the listeners can't see your Sky
Sorry.
Runners. They are ridiculous.
So big.
Google Sky Runners and you know how ridiculous this
I got
photo
them.
is.
I'll show you.
What are
No,
they?
you
Stilts.
didn't.
I promise you I have
No,
them.
you
Show the
didn't.
camera.
Wait, do you jump on
It
them?
looks like prosthetic legs. Looks like prosthetic legs.
I
Do
got
you
them.
jump with them?
I got them, yes.
Do they make you springy?
Well,
It's
this
like
is the
pogo
thing.
sticks for your legs.
So I'll explain
You
why I wanted them.
are
So I
a
used to do
joke.
trampoline when I was younger.
Oh my God.
Like properly. Anyway, so I was obsessed with flips, acrobatics, all that stuff. So I thought I'd get these. I'd be able to do front walkovers, like not touch the ground. I don't know. I just thought it'd be amazing. Anyway, I get them. They're stilts, but they got like no bounce in them. So to do a backflip in them is 20 times harder than to do a normal backflip. So anyway,
Could you backflip
what?
back in the day?
I could backflip, but not with those. There's no way. They were like 10 kilos strapped to my legs and they had no bounce in them.
Do you have a photo of you in the stilts?
Yeah.
I definitely
Try
do
and
at
find
home.
it.
And I used to make all my friends go on them and be like, come on, give them a go. Anyway, they'd give them a go.
You probably bought them with your mum and dad's credit card that you remember the numbers.
No, they're ridiculous. They're expensive. And I asked a family friend for them and they got them for me. Yeah, I know. And
What family friends did you have?
I know. Anyway, but they had a weight limit of like 60 kilos or something.
Yeah.
So I had to sell them when I was like 12.
Soon after I was 8.
Anyway, but
Speaking of a weight
They were
limit,
best.
I had this one thing that I loved. Every time mum went into town, I'm like, please get me some. This is probably, I'm going to go up in ages. 5 years old, plastic heels. I just wanted plastic heels.
yeah.
You know, those ones, they came in the fairy costume.
They're the
They were on their
best.
own. Swear to God, I'd wear them for 5 minutes, break the heels because I was too heavy. Even though I was the right age, I was just too heavy for them. So loved plastic heels. The other thing I loved, 5, 6 years old, flashcards. I was like,
what are flashcards?
flashcards. Like spelling,
Oh
like
my
multiple
God,
times. I
you're
always
kidding.
asked for them. I was such a loser. I've got-
Flashcards.
Yep.
Flashcards
For Christmas.
Yep, for Christmas.
When you can ask Santa for anything in the
Loved
world.
them. Loved it.
Flashcards.
Okay, these are my top 2. Ready?
Yep.
Lockable diary. Do you guys remember those?
yes.
You used to say,
Yeah.
you used to have to use your voice to get
Yeah.
into it.
I never
I don't
had
even
one.
know.
Never
I
had
know.
one.
I always wanted one. And then
I was actually really scared to ask mum for like things I really wanted. I don't know why. I remember like genuinely not wanting to ask her for things because I'm like, oh, maybe this is like too old for me.
oh,
That's so funny.
yeah.
I loved it. I don't even know what I wrote in it, but I liked that it was secret. And Morgan probably always, my brother tried to get into it anyway. And coming in at number 1, Discman. You guys are probably too young for
Are you
that.
born in the like
I swear to
70s? A Discman.
sorry, they were so cool. Like, sorry I couldn't afford an iPod like you could and your bloody stilts and whatnot. But a Discman, for those who don't know what a Discman is, Kernick's like, what is that? It's like a little portable CD player you put your headphones into. I'd put my Dixie Chicks in. You couldn't move it though because the CD would scratch, so it had to stay flat.
How would you walk like this?
Yeah, just walk with it. Like. And when I say walk, I mean like around the house and also over to the bus stop and,
Oh my gosh.
you know, just keep it nice and flat. And
Well,
that's
so sweet.
nice and
that is
simple.
nice. A lot of
Not trampoline stilts over here.
No, you know what? I have one more simple one.
Okay.
Dad, it's very nostalgic like yours. I had it on my list, but I thought, yeah. Anyway, I was obsessed and I got them. Sea monkeys.
What are sea monkeys? And I'm not surprised you got them.
Sea monkeys.
Do you know
I
what
don't
they
know
are?
what sea monkeys are.
They're like little living creatures, but they're really little. And you have them in like a
Oh
fishbowl.
my God.
Yeah. Sea monkeys. I'm pretty sure I got the watch too. I had little sea monkeys.
That's
in there.
crazy that's like a thing.
Did you get everything you asked for?
No.
What else did you ask for?
You don't guys know what I'm like. I change my mind all of the times, but I definitely didn't.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway, I just thought that's
I love
my
it.
favourite time of year. And I wanted to know about your wish list.
yeah, I love it. It's nice getting nostalgic. And then it reminded me, I want to go through old video footage at home, you know, like when you're growing up. I want to put
Yes.
together a little home vid. It'll be fun.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Christmas and whatnot, what we got, that'll be fun.
Oh, yes.
That pretty much wraps us up for the potty today. What I will say is don't forget about your signs if you're coming to one of our games, if you've got an upfront sign, supporting the girls, because we've actually, Westpac were really excited about hearing that, and they are donating a footy that we are going to sign, a Westpac footy match game ball that we'll sign and give out to the best sign that we see at the game. So we're really excited about that, and thanks to Westpac for jumping on board, bringing the footy, bringing the fun. So good.
Yes. Thanks, Westpac. Looking forward to it.